What's up? Are you recording already? Yeah, but it's the mic.
Well, no, I was going to.
Oh, yeah, don't go in my camera.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I thought you were looking for a hot mic.
That too.
That's what I just said.
Are we ready? Thank you, Jordan. Are we on? All right. Woo! All right, we gotta be careful of the mic. It's got a mind of its own up here. But all right. So welcome each and every one of you to our special edition of our National Letter of Intent and College Commitment celebrations for the year. We want to give a warm welcome to our family and friends who could join us today, as well as those who are joining us through the live stream. Today's celebration brings us to 27 seniors who are celebrating, or not celebrating, but yes, I guess they're celebrating, but continuing their education and their athletic careers at the next level. So let's give it up for all 27 today. It's a really busy time of the year, so we want to thank our families for being flexible, for joining us today, because we know we have APs. A lot of our friends are stuck in those APs right now, as well as all of the other senior criteria that's going on in terms of trying to get through this week to get to graduation. So congratulations also is in order for our softball and baseball teams for their wins last night and advancing in the NCISAA tournament. We want to wish good luck to our tennis team who plays tomorrow. Our soccer teams, our track and field are going for their conference championships, as well as our girls and boys lacrosse teams, and hopefully I didn't leave anyone out. But this is a really busy week. If you have a chance to get to some of our events this week, we really appreciate it. Remember, students are free for any of the playoff games. So anyway, we want to get started because I know we're on a time crunch a little bit. So please welcome to the stage Coach Serby.
All right. Never underestimate the importance of a good first impression. For those seniors who are here in the crowd, you'll be entering that job market in about 4 years. And I remember when I first met Harrison and his parents last year when they came for a visit, my first thought was, here's a big, strong, well-spoken young man. He's a guy who's got some potential. I'd heard the rumors as to his baseball talent, but to be honest, I've heard those rumors many times, and it doesn't always work out. Fortunately, this time it's worked out very nicely. Our baseball program has been very fortunate to have Harrison join us this year. Turns out that he's had a huge impact on our baseball season. When he's on the pitcher's mound, his teams play with confidence. He's had 2 dominating one-hit performances in conference play. Versus Cannon on March 22nd, he threw a one-hit, 10-0, 6-inning shutout. He struck out 14. And in 6 innings, that means Cannon put the ball in 4 times, which makes your defense look pretty good. On April 19th, against Covenant Day, in a game we won 5-0, Harrison again struck out 14 batters, allowed 1 hit, but he also had 3 hits himself, 2 of them home runs, and he had all 5 RBIs. Have a day. Those people who follow baseball at all, you'll be familiar with the term crack of the bat. It's a sound made during all baseball games when the hitter makes contact with the ball. However, there's a unique sound when a ball is crushed. It's different than a normal contact. And in my 35 years here, I can only count 5 guys that make that sound, and Harris is one of them. He's hit some monster shots, both in games as well as batting practice, and it's fun to watch. And as impressive as his performances are, I believe his greatest contribution to our baseball program has been his leadership. He's got an outstanding work ethic. He comes to practice each day looking to get better, and he enjoys helping the younger guys on the team. I'm not sure the thundering herd at Marshall understands just what they have in Harrison Barnett. But come this fall, they'll be pleasantly surprised. Good luck. The coach and staff will be following your progress. Congratulations.
Thanks, Coach. Before I start, I'd like to congratulate my friends Ashley and Katie on their signings. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get to the next level, and I'm really happy for both of them. First off, I'd like to thank God for guiding me throughout my whole life and giving me the game of baseball. I realized that since I was 4 years old, I played on a baseball team every year of my life. From T-ball to South Park, to middle school and high school, and for the next 4 years at Marshall. For the last 14 years, baseball has been one of the few constants in my life. Baseball has provided me with some great joys and experience in my life, and I'm eternally grateful. The memories, the friendships, the big wins, and the hard losses have shaped me into the person I am today. Throughout a lot of those memories, I had the opportunity to spend a lot with my dad. My dad coached me at South Park for years, and when we needed a coach for the All-Star team, my dad stepped up. I spent many summers traveling with my dad, playing in tournament after tournament. One of my greatest memories is after we won the district championship in 11U. Me and one of my teammates dumped the Gatorade cooler on my dad, and I just remember the smile on his face, and it was really cool. It's one of the happiest days of my life. I have my dad to thank for teaching me the game of baseball and for coaching me, even to this day, to help me get better. For all of my 14 years of playing baseball, my mom has hardly missed a game. She would be the first one to celebrate with me after a win, and the first one to give me a hug after a loss. She's been encouraging me every step of the way, along with driving me to lessons or workouts to improve my game. She showed me all these stretches and speed training routines to even better my game. She's my biggest fan, a big reason for how much progress I made at getting better at baseball, and ultimately, the biggest reason for my love of baseball. Last summer, with either my mom or dad, we went to 17 different states for baseball. And then some of those we just drove through, but still, you get the idea. That just shows how committed my parents were to help me get to play to baseball, and I love them very much. Next, I'd like to thank my brothers, David, Sam, and George. Thank you for always being there with me throughout my whole life, and I'm sorry you guys get dragged to a lot of my games. Davis, thank you for being the best older brother a guy can ask for. Throughout my life, you've always been there encouraging me and supporting me. Thank you. Next, I'd like to thank Coach Wagner, Coach Renner for giving me the opportunity to join the herd. I can't wait to get to work. I'd also like to thank Coach Serby, Coach Lucia, Coach Bonnerow, and Coach Mahegan for coaching me this year. I've learned a lot from all of you, and I'm really going to miss being coached by you guys. I would also like to thank my teammates. You made this season one I'll never forget. I'd like to thank Coach Robbins, Dobos, and Castleberry at SBA. Some of my favorite baseball memories have been made with you guys. I'd like to thank you for getting me ready for the next level. I would also like to thank Providence Day for letting me join this family this year. Looking back, I can't imagine spending this year anywhere else. Even though my time here was short, I will never forget it. I would also like to thank Coach Greer and the whole football staff and team. It was an honor playing with you guys, and I'll never forget our championship season. And finally, I'd like to thank all my friends. When I came here at the beginning of the year, I was really uncertain if I would make new friends. And almost instantly, I was welcomed in by all of you. Looking back, I've made so many memories with all of you, and I can't wait to make more. With that being said, go Herd.
all, I want to thank Christy and Andy, who's not here, or here, but I'm sure watching, for their support of cross country and track since middle school. Ashley has been a star of both of those sports for some time. However, I first noticed Ashley's running talent way back in 4th grade. And that's kind of where our story began. So Ashley's signing today is a special one for me because it's kind of like the cool recent Providence Day, like the family atmosphere and just watching kids grow up. Because Ashley's the first 4th grader that now I get to talk about up on stage. So the last time that they were running the mile when Ashley was in 4th grade, I went down to the track and was taking splits while they were running. Of course, no warming up at all. And cheered on the class. And I watched Ashley run 4 consistent laps, which 4th graders don't do, first of all. They were just 131, and she ran 6:06, which still stands as the 4th grade record for guys or girls. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, Ashley's story continued after a number of all-conference and all-state performances, and it brings us to where we are now. Her senior year has been the best that she's had before, or even 6 really, which is why she's signing with Tulane now. She's run personal best in every distance that she's raced this year, from the 400 up to the 5K. She has dropped her mile time by 14 seconds so far, just this year. She's now number 4 in school history and has run 5:11 in the mile. And most importantly this year, she dropped her half mile, or 800 time, by 9 seconds so far, and is now the current school record holder, and ran 2:16 for the 800, which is just very speedy. What I'm probably most proud of, though, for Ashley is that she never gave up on running. It's definitely not an easy sport. It has its ups and downs, and mentally it can definitely take its toll. I hope she doesn't mind me saying, but it wasn't always perfect. But she stuck with it. And now I see like a new excitement in her this year. And it kind of takes me back to watching her when she was in 4th grade, just knocking off laps. Now she's just running and seeing how fast she can go, enjoying running fast, and accepting the challenges as they come. So Ashley, thank you for your commitment, your leadership, and the fun that you brought to the team, even if you weren't always there for games. And I wish you the best at Tulane, and couldn't be more excited for you. So please join me in congratulating Ashley as she signs with me.
Thanks, Hovis, and congratulations to Katie and Harrison as well. So my friends know I'm a pretty indecisive person. To be honest, I didn't even know where I wanted to go to school 2 months ago, so it may come as a shock to see me up here right now, but I couldn't be more excited. First, I want to say thank you to the people that make me smile every day, my friends. I love you all so much. Thank you for your endless support. And to Eddie, who is streaming right now, I love you so much and can't wait to see you when you get home. Next, Leah, my favorite person in the world. I love you so much and can't wait for our daily FaceTimes next year. A huge thank you to the person that raised me to be who I am today. I love you so much, Mom. And Dad, thank you for being hilarious and my biggest fan. I'm so excited to follow in your footsteps by running in college. To my team, you guys are a big part of how I got here. I literally wouldn't have survived the countless mile repeats that Hovis gave us without people to struggle alongside of. I love you guys. And to Hovis, who started off as my 4th grade teacher, but quickly changed to my coach after watching me run the mile. Thank you for always challenging me to do my best. And lastly, thank you to Coach Myers and the entire Tulane coaching staff for giving me the opportunity to run at the next level. I can't wait for the next 4. Roll wave.
Hello. So I have up here today to introduce Katie Keats and her commitment to play field hockey at Denison University. Katie has been a varsity starter all 4 years of her high school career. As a freshman, Katie didn't necessarily think of herself as a defender, but when we realized she had that natural talent, she never complained, and she has been one of the most reliable and consistent players on the field ever since. She played left back, which is one of the toughest and most important positions on infield hockey. This position is responsible for stopping opponents and attackers when they're on their strong side, and it's extremely difficult to do. There is not a lot of glory in this role, but Katie has always been an obvious standout on the field. I cannot tell you how many times the team and fans yelled Katie's name when she stopped a breakaway or made a goal line save. I'm extremely really proud of Katie, so you just have to forgive me. But when Katie would make those plays, the whole team would cheer her name and the whole stand would go wild. So even though she wasn't putting goals up on the stats board or assists, she was a huge impact on this program. Over the 4 years on the team, Katie has been awarded all-conference awards. She was the All-Observer team. On the All-Observer team, she was Defensive Player of the Year, and she was elected captain by her teammates her senior year. Coach PJ from Denison looks for athletes who put their teammates first, athletes who are competitive and who will fight for their family for the family that she has created for her team at Denison. In talking with her, Coach PJ was impressed with Katie's athleticism, game sense, and skills. But most importantly, she was impressed with Katie's competitiveness on the field and her thoughtfulness and love for her team. She was very impressed with Katie's appreciation of a family environment and her team-first attitude. Katie, I just want to say to you how very excited I am for you. I know that this has been an interesting road for you. I can only imagine the impact you will have on the Denison program and the amazing experience you're going to have. They are so lucky to have you, and I know you will leave a mark on their program like you have done here at PD. So I'll congratulate Katie in signing for this.
Thank you, Coach O, for those words. They mean a lot to me. And I also want to take a moment to thank Ashley and Harrison. I am blessed to be standing here on stage and sharing this day with y'all. Following that, thank you, AD Beatty, for allowing us to have this additional signing day to celebrate each other. First, I want to thank my coaches here at Providence Day, starting with Coach O, and along with Coach Anish and Coach K. You all taught me the meaning of hard work and dedication. More importantly, you have all taught me to believe in myself and find my voice. I wasn't always the loudest, but these past 4 years, you have definitely taught me to make a bigger impact on the field with my voice. And thank you for helping me grow into the person and athlete I am today. I also want to thank all of my teammates, those who have been on this team in previous years, and then of course those teammates who were beside me this year. I'm very blessed to call you guys my family, and I'm going to miss all the good times we had on and off the field. Thank you for my friends and family for your unconditional love and support and encouragement. I definitely would not be standing here where I am today without you. Thank you, Mom, for going on countless tournaments with me. Definitely for getting me up at all those early mornings and bringing me coffee in the morning and getting me through the day. And then lastly, thank you, Coach PJ and the Denison coaching staff for giving me this opportunity to play the sport I love. Thank you, and go Big Red.
Hands together for 3 coaches. This is an amazing day because it may have taken a little bit longer to make these decisions, but just think about it. These 3 individuals have been a part of a state championship program in their short time here at Providence Day. And again, that just speaks volumes about who we are as students, as athletes, and what we do here at Providence Day. This is a very special place, and don't ever forget it. Please know that you are always a Charger, and we wish you nothing but the best at your next level. So thank you again for making this a very special day in PD. families first, and then all the